Hey there, it's Denise and this is Pose of the Week. And today I'm going to show Hanumanasana, which is the full splits, and that's forward and back splits. So, for someone like me who's very into functional movement and injury prevention, one might wonder, should we even be doing a posture like this? And no, probably not. Unless there are some cases, and I know many yoga teachers have gymnastics backgrounds or they have dance background or some other movement practice background. I was in gymnastics when I was a really little kid and I learned the splits and it just literally stayed with me for my whole life. But that's because I started when I was really, really little. If you're an adult and you're trying to learn the splits, please, I'll show you some modifications, but you have to respect your hip joints. Please do not destroy your hip joints. For the splits, it's just not worth it. But what I'm going to say about learning how to do the splits is a warm-up is essential. So you need to be doing hip flexion and extension and not just this, okay? Other standing balancing poses, etc. But prior to going into the splits, you should probably do some Hanumanasana where you're pulling up. The splits is a very strong pose. It's not a passive pose, okay? We do not want to be passive in this pose. So you're going to pull the body up, energizing up. You can use blocks if you want, but there's no weight on them. They're more of a marker than anything else. And then you're going to take your body back, folding over the front leg. And then I do like to go into some strength movements so that I am able to do this from a place of strength. So that would be something like hovering this leg up and stepping back, stepping through and hovering, hover, 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 and step it back. Maybe even taking both legs through and hovering. And then when you're ready to go into the pose, you might decide to use a block at whatever level. So if you're using a block to get into the posture, I would recommend it's under the bony sitting bone, so under here, and you can decide what level you need to use that support at. And then when you're ready to unuse it, you let go. So in this posture, my front leg is energized down through the heel, and I'm actually intentionally externally rotating at the hip, while my back leg, with the toes tucked under and the legs super energized, is internally rotating. So I'm rotating this inward and I'm rotating this outward. As soon as I do that, you can even do it with your own hands to give you even more sensation. It helps to square the hips. And I would never be passive in this pose. So you're always going to see super bright toes, super energized toes here. Everything's pulling in to the center in this posture. And I have my pelvic floor engaged, upward lifting energy. So I want to be so strong here that I can literally lift out of the pose to some degree. Okay? And then when it's time to come out, I'm going to hover. And then I'm going to pull my foot back and take it through. So making sure that you are coming into the posture from a place of strength, not a place of where can I push or pull my body. And don't let anybody sit on you in that posture, okay? You've got to stay really strong. That is your very best bet. So lots of preparation, lots of strength, organization, stay active, and prepare yourself well for that one. I hope that gives you some ideas to play around with. Thanks so much for joining me today. Bye for now.